Greetings everyone, I am Casantino as always, and welcome back to another episode of me just ranting on random shit. So, probably in the vast thing of corporate stupidity in the entertainment business, Universal a couple months ago put Trolls World Tour on video on demand because they wanted to have an income, so they decided to do that, bypass all the theaters. Well, certain groups of theaters like AMC freaking threw a hissy fit, swearing that they were never going to show Universal movies in their studios ever again. Never again. Well, that got cleared up. They made a deal. Universal is now allowed to thankfully come back to AMC with a 17-day release window. What does that mean? Well, and I could be getting this wrong, but from the way it sounds, basically those same jagoffs who made a huge stink about Universal moving a movie, not releasing it in theaters, but making it direct to video on demand onto streaming services to rent digitally. These wonderful dumbasses, these idiots who made deals with Disney where the first week or two the theaters only make no more than 10%, if that, maybe a little bit more, of the ticket sales. Those first 2 weeks are the most important weeks for theaters for any new release. And they just, you guys can have all the money. That's why you get all these concession stands overpriced and stuff. But that's, any intelligent person can tell you that. Well, now these same assholes who claim that they're here to protect their theater chains, they're here to protect all of you, the theater owners, freaking made a deal with for AMC. Now this was just AMC, but that Universal will be allowed to have a 17-day window, and then they can move their movies to video on demand. This is a huge slap to the face to theaters, because this isn't going to be an isolated thing. This isn't going to be, it's just going to be Universal. We're just going to have it's just going to be Universal doing this. No, it's not going to be just Universal. Because this stuff never stops with just one group, between two people. Now, the second largest chain, I think it's, I'll put it down below. They're like, no, this is not a good model for what we need. The 17-day thing, this is stupid. And I agree with them. This is stupid. These theaters are already hurting because of this thou shall not be named. They're already hurting this year. They might even start hurting next year, going into next year, because there's apparently talk that this is going to last probably for at least another year, they're saying. But this is just insane. This is stupid. Like, I get Universal needs to make money. Hey, guess what? A lot of these studios are going to need to make money. They're going to need to make money somehow. Especially like Disney. Disney, who's the one who basically did the whole, we take 90%, you get 10%. That's their fault, if I'm understanding that right. So you're going. So this isn't going to be an isolated incident. Other studios are going to look at this, and they're going to say, why do we? If this is what's going to happen because of all this, things are going to absolutely have to change, because studios are not going to have the money. They're not going to be able to get these hundreds of $1 million blockbusters like this, $500 million blockbuster, and roll the dice that it's going to make $1 billion to cover the costs. They're not going to be able to do that. Those days, you're going to probably not see as much, which I personally don't care. I'm fine with that. You're probably not going to see as much CGI in films. You're not. But yeah, all these companies are going to be looking at this deal with Universal and AMC and being like, you know, we all doing this streaming service thing. Why don't we do the same thing? We only release these movies for like 1 or 2 weeks, maybe more, and then we just throw them on. Yeah, theaters are screwed. AMC fucked everybody. The people that were making such a stink about what Universal did, fucked everyone. I'm sure their pockets are getting lined just fine by Universal on this. I'm sure that they'll get lined by others. But they literally just fucked everybody by setting a precedent here. It's bad enough that theaters, I mean, recently you have drive-ins making a comeback, and they're doing old movies. And I have a feeling that's what's going to ultimately happen with movie theaters, is they're going to be starting to be these places like, oh, come to the theater, you can, and where we're showing like, this week we're going to be showing Bill and Ted, it's Bill and Ted week, or Matrix week, or we're going to be, and stuff like that. So I mean, studios could still make some money that way with those older movies, but as far as the newer ones that people are going to want to see, nope, completely screwed. But yeah, now you're going to have studios basically telling theaters, hey, look, you can, here's the we're going to give you a limited release, and you can take it or not. We'll just go to VOD. So thanks AMC. Thanks for doing that, because thanks for setting the precedent, because a lot of theaters, the theaters are going, thanks to you, theaters are going to start being the next comic book shops. As you can probably guess, I think it's horse shit. I don't get to go to the movies as it is, but these sons of bitches like AMC, like these movie theater owner groups, the union group, or whatever the hell they are, those dumbasses who negotiated the 90% thing with Disney, when it's like back when that was done, it's like Disney, these studios needed you more than you needed them, and you let these studios walk all over you because you're a bunch of freaking idiots. So it shouldn't be really surprising that the trend of stupidity keeps going with the theatrics. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. I'm kind of getting nostalgic. I don't like when I get nostalgic like this. I'll see you in the next episode.